We'll just wait for a couple of minutes and then we'll get started. Padma, do let me know when we can start. So we have a lot of viewers on YouTube as well today because it is streamed live on YouTube. Hi Rakshak, good afternoon. Hi Faisal. Hi Arjun. Can you very briefly introduce yourself? All of you, can you just very briefly introduce yourself? Like, where are you from and what do you do? Okay, Rakshak is from Kolkata. Okay, Rakshak is our existing students. Okay, good. And Nakshit is from Surat. What about others? If you introduce yourself, it will be better for me to talk to you, to tell you about things, to tell you about professional courses in the world of finance, which you can definitely you'll find it very useful. I'm Arjun. Hi Arjun. Hi Prashant. Hi Noah. Okay, Rakshak is doing BCom honors. Rakshak, were you there in one webinar we had conducted for St. Xavier's, Calcutta? Were you there in that webinar? Muhammad Usman from Karnataka. Adarsh, good afternoon. I'm from Bangalore, graduated from finance and accounting from Christ University, now working in Bosch, India, associate consultant. All right. I would say NSA is the best training institute for CMA USA. Sisir, thank you so much. Okay, Rakshak, you joined after attending your webinar. Okay. In that webinar, there were 950 participants in that webinar. Approximately, I think 959 participants. So that was a very big webinar. Arin from Jaipur and doing BBA from Mithi Bhai College. Mithi Bhai College. All right. So we have students from Calcutta. We have students from Bangalore. Then we have from Surat, Bhopal, Pralay from Bhopal, and he's an accountant. And then we have from Jaipur. We have from we have covered Osmania University, Faisal Zain, Hyderabad, looking for ACC. All right. All right. Let's get started with the webinar. You can have a cup of coffee, a strong cup of coffee, so that we enjoy coffee and we enjoy our discussion. It is going to be a very interactive session. It is going to be a very interactive session, so you can enjoy a cup of coffee and keep talking to me, because I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know in the world of finance and management accounting. So let me understand from you, which is one professional course that you think you want to pursue. You can just write the name of the course you think you want to pursue. Any one professional course that you think in the world of finance is going to be helpful. The way you teach level, it was oh, thank you, sister. Okay, so Nikshit said US CMA, CIMA, CMA, ACCA with CFA. Okay, CMA US, CMA US. All right, CMA US and then CPA. Okay, that's very aspiring. I think that's very inspirational. Anything else? Because if you tell me, then I'm going to touch upon those courses in this webinar, and I can tell you how you can make it possible in the shortest possible time. I'm doing MCOM banking and insurance. I want to do CMA and CPA. This is from Kashyama Sibiri. Please excuse me if I have not been able to pronounce your name perfectly. So sorry for that. Arin said CMA USA, CMA USA, then ACC, and then FRM. This is very, I think this is more aspirational. That's very good. That's very good. Okay, now let me ask, I will ask a lot of questions, because unless, imagine I'm a doctor, you are a patient, just for today, just for discussion purpose. I can provide you the best medication only when I talk to you, only when I understand your problem, understand your challenges. Unless as a doctor, I understand what you are going through, I cannot give you a right medicine. I can just give you any random, maybe I'll give you, take paracetamol. And that's all I can give you without knowing what you are going through. But will it serve the purpose? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, because I never got to know what you are going through. So here, as a finance educator, as a guide, as a mentor, I need to understand what you are currently doing, what is the challenge you are facing, what you aspire to become, what challenges again you are facing in that aspiration, what is your working time, studying time, everything. If you tell me everything about yourself, I can tell you what is going to be a very good solution to your problem. See, each one of us have a different background, each one of us have a different, timeline, available time, investment, everything is different. We need to find something which suits us financially, suits us in terms of time, in terms of commitment, in terms of results, in terms of my job satisfaction, in terms of job opportunities. We need to understand. Once you spend time understanding these things, it is going to help you scale up your career to the next level. Success is going to be more possible, more likely. So Aman says, Adarsh has said CMA USA, then ACCA, then FRM. Is there any exemption in CIMA or for Indian CMA or US CMA? All right, I'll talk about it. CMA USA, ICWAI. I've completed my MBA and I'm looking for professional course like US CMA. All right. So I think broadly I have understood a lot of you what you are looking out for. Like I said, let's enjoy a cup of coffee and keep learning, keep understanding what is good. But my coffee is really hot and strong. So, oh my God. I'm into a BPO sector having 7 years experience. Which course would be looking for good for investment banking and professional? So, all right. I'm working professional in MNC, FP&A. Okay. A profile. I'm looking for USCMA. All right. Prashant. Fine. Let me just begin this webinar by introducing myself briefly. My name is M. Irfat. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm a CMA. I'm a CIMA UK. In addition, I hold another 4 degrees in finance and management accounting. Very soon it is going to be 5. And will it stop there? Answer is no. I always need to be studying because I need to be updated through and through to give you the right set of guidance, right set of experience, right set of information to ensure that you do not spend time doing research, going to the wrong direction, then coming back and realizing that I went wrong, I need to fix it. All that you can learn from my experience, you can learn from my knowledge. So why to experience yourself when I'm there to help you experience it in terms of guidance. Once you have understood what is the right fit for you, of course you need to do the research to find out who is the right partner, whom you can trust, who has who can take you a step closer to your destination. All right, so all that is there. In addition, there is a WhatsApp group that that we are always very connected in that. In case any of the question that you may ask today, I may miss out to answer, don't worry about it. There is a WhatsApp group, you can always connect and we will answer your questions in case we miss to answer them right today in this webinar. All right, let's get started. Now, I am going to tell you about all the courses that you have talked about. Let me tell you, you have talked about CMA USA, you have talked about ACCA, then there are students who talked about FRM, CFA, yes, CFA and FRM, and anything that I'm missing out, anything that I am missing out. Now, CPA, all right, CPA, yes, CPA, I will spend good amount of time today, particularly on CMA and CPA, because there are a lot of students who's asking for information on these details. Now, let me tell you, whenever you are confused between which professional courses you must join, you must look at, okay, you want me to add CIMA also? All right, there's no space, but I will take your point and I will add CIMA as well. Whenever I talk about CIMA, as if I'm talking about some CIMA auntie here. So the name sounds so familiar for us. So I have added CIMA as well here. Fine. Now, let me tell you, earlier the possibility of doing so many courses was very less. Why? Because trainers were not there, information was not available, exam centers was not there in India, and most importantly, we didn't have so much time, money particularly to invest on so many professional courses. All that we looked out maybe for chartered accountancy, which is an excellent course in itself, and after BCom, if you have gone to commerce field, then this was the only destination that we knew and we pursued. Yes, that was right when I was in college. During that time, yes, when I was in college, this was the only thing that we knew, this was the only thing that we could pursue. But today, it is not just this that we can look at. The world has opened, the economy has opened, we are very globalized, we have companies from across the world working in India. We can travel to any part of the world and earn much more handsome salary than what we are earning in India. So all that opportunities have changed the entire dynamics of it. Not just that, the acceptance of all these courses around the world, including India, has increased substantially. If I take you 20 years back, CA was the only course that Indians knew. But today, if you go to any company, you will find heads of finance, you will find top level management, you will find senior guys, not just being a chartered accountant, but many other professional qualification, because it gives them a global exposure. It gives them opportunity to work in any part of the world. Of course, that opens up the world of opportunities for them from any part in the world. More so, if you look at the globalized picture, each of these courses have a very excellent global acceptance, very beautiful global acceptance each of these have. Does CA has global acceptance? Answer is of course it has. But unfortunately, it is mainly restricted to the Middle East. If you go to the Middle East, yes, CAs are very well accepted. But other than the Middle East, the acceptance is very, very low because awareness about this profession is very low. But I am not going to compare any courses. Each of these courses are excellent, super powerful, super exciting to pursue. And I am not here to tell you which is superior, which is inferior. No, I am not doing this at all. All that I am going to tell you is which one is a right fit for each one of you, and how do you understand which one you should pursue. How do you decide which one? Because when you talk to anybody, they are going to tell you so many things. Yeah, like I'm telling you, CMA, ACCA, CFA, FRM, CPA, CIMA. There are many things. FPNA. There are many things. But how do you choose which one is something that you can bank upon to take your career to the next level? How do you do that? All that I am going to talk about it, but without any comparison. I'm certain that all of you know things about CA, so I'm not putting CA as a comparison because I believe all of you know about chartered accountancy course. In case you want to pursue, definitely go ahead with it and complete it. Remember, any course on earth that you are willing to join, the success mantra is not about joining a course. The success mantra is not about passing one level. The success is about completing the entire course. You join for CA, CMA, anything, unless you complete it 100%, it is almost worthless or almost not going to add the right value that you are looking forward to. Even if it is a CA, I'm sure all of you must be knowing one guy who is a CA final. I'm sure each one of you will be knowing at least one friend who's a CA final. Check out with him. CA final. Is CA final getting the respect of a chartered accountant in spite of having all the right knowledge and skill? Has he not spent a good amount of time studying, getting all the knowledge, almost every subject he's pretty clear with? Just that he may not have passed the CA final exam, even if one part, one group. But does he get the same respect or same money? Forget respect, same money as a chartered accountant? Answer is, do you agree? Yes or no? What do you believe? Yes or no? If you know somebody, do let me know. Yes or no? Does he get the same salary as a chartered accountant? I know hundreds and hundreds of my students, hundreds, by now thousands of my students who are CA final. They have the right experience, they have the right skills, but they do not get paid. They just do not get paid. Forget the respect, they just do not get paid. The point here is not the knowledge. The point here is not the knowledge. Now, can you agree that a CA final students is almost as knowledgeable as a fresher chartered accountant? In my opinion, answer is yes. They are almost as knowledgeable as a fresher chartered accountant, but just that they don't have the right qualification, they don't get paid, they don't get respected, they don't get recognized, they are not eligible for promotion. For example, in one company, Deloitte, CA finals are not recognized for promotion. The internal policy says that if you are a CA final, you will not be eligible to be promoted beyond a particular level. You cannot be beyond a particular level. So almost all your life, you have to stick to that level, because beyond that, promotion is not possible for a CA final unless you are qualified. So point what I'm trying to make here is not the profession. Point that I'm trying to make here is the importance of completing a profession. Maybe very big, maybe very small, maybe anything. The success is about completing, and completion is a function of right choice. Unless you make the right choice, you may give up in the middle. You may not want to pursue it. You may find it very complicated. You may find it very time consuming. You may find it very involving huge investment. For any of the reason, if you back out, it has just killed your money and time. Most importantly, your money, most importantly, your time, because that is what we are trying to safeguard here. Give out better results in lesser and lesser possible time. So is CA great? Answer is very, very good. But the point here is, if you have next 5 to 8 years of time to pursue it, go for it. But in case you think 5 to 8 years, oh my God, not possible, not possible, I am not going to take this. 5 to 8 years, I don't know what will happen in my life. So I don't think this is something that you should jump in unless you know about each level, unless you know the difficulty, unless you know the number of papers, unless you know what is the passing percentage. Not a very advisable point to jump in. But if you are starting early, you can of course look for it as well. But like I said, I'm not going to compare anything. Each one is great in its own place. And one very beautiful thing I'll tell you, as a fresher, whether you are a CMA, whether you are a ACCA, whether you are a CFA, whether you are a FRM, whether you are a CPA, CIMA or CA or company secretary or ICWA, you are anything. As a fresher, your salary will be very similar to each other. Trust me, your salary is going to be very similar to each other. Very, very similar to each other. There may be difference of some, maybe 10,000 or 15,000 on a per month basis, but otherwise it is going to be very, very similar to each other. Now you will say, sir, 15,000 difference, that's too much of a difference. It's approximately 2 LPA, 2 lakhs per annum. That is the difference. Answer is, of course, yes. 2 lakhs per annum is not a very huge difference. Why? Because each of these courses you are going to complete in how many years? In 2 to 3 years. In 2 to 3 years. And each one of you will compare yourself with a CA. And this is where the flaw lies. CA can be completed in how many years? 2 to 3 years. Can you complete CA? 2 years? Possible. 3 years? Possible. Answer is impossible. 3 years is internship only. 3 years is internship only in CA. Now imagine this guy has worked for 5 to 8 years, and if this guy is earning 2 LPA more, you have worked 2 to 3 years and you are getting 2 LPA less. Is it a bad deal? Answer is, this is just a fresher salary. If you add another 2 to 3 years, in this 2 to 3 years, you got a qualification, you worked for 2 to 3 years, your salary will be much, much higher than this number. Because 2 to 3 years you have studied, you got a job, and then 2 to 3 years you have got experience in that job. Your salary will be more than this. But anyways, like I said, I'm trying to tell you, if you are making a comparison, make a logical comparison. Don't make a ad hoc comparison that, okay, let me compare. No, that's a most unwanted thing that we'll end up doing. All right. And I don't want you to compare, because each one is great in their own respective field. Each one is very, very well recognized. Each one is going to give you a great boost in your professional career and journey, and going to give you the right skills to grow in professional career. All right. Now, having said this, let me tell you one last thing. Time. Many of us think that, time is very important. If we invest more time, then it is very, very, it's very good if we spend more time. And if we spend less time, it is not going to be very fruitful. It is not going to give me the right recognition, the right amount of exposure. Answer is, again, it's a myth. Time has nothing to do with the value of a professional course. It has nothing to do. And I'm going to bust that myth again. For example, all of you will agree that CA means chartered accountant. Sir, why are you comparing with CA, everything with CA? Because this is the most popular course we know in India. And I'm sure all of you are aware of this through direct, indirect information. So I'm taking this as a benchmark. Of course, it's a very well-recognized course in India. I'm sure it has good exposure, good knowledge. You are aware of it. That's why. Otherwise, there's no other purpose. Now, CAs are chartered accountants, right? Chartered accountants are people who do auditing, statutory audit particularly. Now, the equivalent to CA in the US are called CPAs or Certified Public Accountants. You will be very surprised to know that in India, you do CA in 5 to 8 years with around 15% of average passing percentage, with around 15% of average passing percentage. And how big is our economy? Is it a 5 trillion economy? That's a dream that the government has been asking us to believe in, and we have been dreaming of a 5 trillion economy. All right. And in US, one company is only worth 5 trillion, which is Apple. Just one company is worth 5 trillion today. All right. If we take Tesla and all that, I don't know how big will the US economy become. But definitely US economy is 100 times, I think, bigger than our economy. And they are controlled, audited, controlled, regulated by whom? By CPAs. They are regulated, controlled, audited, everything by CPAs, because they are the finance heads of the country. And you will be surprised to know it takes approximately 6 to 12 months if you are very aggressive. Otherwise, it takes 12 to 18 months to become CPA. 12 to 18 months to become CPA, with an average passing percentage of around 45 to 50%. Let's take 45 only on the lower side. With an average passing percentage of 45%. Now, do they have the skill? Do they have the knowledge? Are they valuable? Answer is they are controlling a much bigger economy with that knowledge. They are paid much more than what we are paid. They have much better passing percentage. They invest lesser time and they earn more. So can I say by spending more and more time, we become more valuable? Answer is this is a myth. This is not what really it is. So I don't want you to look at, again, time as an essence. Just because in one course you are spending more time, you are going to learn more, and in another course you are spending less time and you are going to learn less. No. If by spending less time, if you can earn more, that is an opportunity that you should look out for. Coming back to this, I think I am quite clear that time is not something that always defines the worth of a professional course. Now, coming back to this, why time is very, very important? Because that is something that we don't have unlimited. That is something that we always run out of. Let's talk about time. Timeline for each of these courses. Timeline for CMA is 6 to 9 months. Timeline for CA, ACCA is around 3 years. Timeline for CFA is around 3 to 4 years. FRM is going to take around 18 months because exam happens only twice in a year. CPA is going to take, on the higher side, is going to take 18 months. CIMA is again going to take around 3 years. If you are joining each one of this separately, there is an integrated program that we offer. There is an integrated program that we offer, which is integrated. ACCA is integrated with CMA and CIMA is integrated with CMA. All right. Through these integrated programs, you can complete CIMA in just less than 1 year. You can complete ACCA in just less than 1 year through our integrated program. What is this integrated program? Through this integrated program, you can join for BCom or for BBA or for MCom and MBA. Through these integrated program, you can complete your ACCA in just 1 year. In total, ACCA has 13 papers, and through our integrated program, you will get 9 paper exemption. 9 paper exemption in ACCA. So you will be having to write only 4 papers. Through this integrated program, you will get your Here you will have to write only 3 case study questions, case study exams, only 3 case study exams. So all the 4 levels will be exempted. All the 4 levels will be exempted in CIMA. So you will have to write only 3 case study exams, and 3 case study exam can be completed in less than a year. You may ask me, sir, what about the knowledge gap? When I am not studying 9 papers, what about the knowledge gap that I may have? Answer is, to fill that knowledge gap, we have integrated this with BCom or MCom, MBA, BBA along with CMA. Because CMA shares a lot of syllabus with ACCA and with CIMA. For example, F2 paper, F3 paper, F5, F7, F9, P4, P5 paper of ACCA is also covered in CMA. So whatever papers you are getting exempted for, those papers will be taught in your CMA program in length. So if you are exempted, you do not suffer from any knowledge gap. You will be completely aware of each of those concepts. Similarly, here as well, whatever knowledge gap that you may have, because you have got 4-level exemption, the entire knowledge gap will be covered in the CMA program. So, will you have any challenge? Answer is no. In my opinion, no. All your knowledge gap will be taken care here in the CMA program. Now, let's talk about how much timeline it will take. Like I said, it is going to take 6 to 9 months. And if you are adding ACCA with this, in first year, 6 to 9 months, your CMA can be completed. In 1 more additional year, your ACCA can be completed. So in simple words, doing ACCA alone is going to take 3 years, but doing these 2 courses is going to take 2 years for you. In addition, if you are adding BCom or MCom, if you are already a BCom, you can add MCom or MBA, because it is possible only through integrated program. All these integrated program is through Jain Online. Jain Online has partnered with North Star to provide these integrated programs. So you have MBA or MCom, it will take 2 years. In that same 2 years, you are completing your CMA and completing your ACCA. You may say, sir, is it possible? Is it possible? Answer is yes. You may have this question about yourself. Is it really possible? Let me put it very simple for you. In the integrated program, whatever you are going to study in, suppose MCom, whatever you are going to study in MCom, your classes are going to happen on Saturday and Sunday. And since it is an integrated program, these 4 papers, whatever 4 papers you have in ACCA is covered in your MCom. All the 4 papers are covered in your MCom. So the entire program is so integrated that whatever 4 papers you are going to appear in ACCA are covered in your MCom program itself. In simple words, when you are studying for MCom, you will pass MCom and you will also get training for all the 4 papers of ACCA. So are you studying 2 different things? Answer is no, you are not studying 2 different things. You are studying the same thing. What in ACCA and what in MCom. Plus, whatever 9 paper exemption that you have got, you will be covering that in our CMA integrated program. So, is it possible? Let me give another answer for this. I don't know. Each one of us have a different level of hardworking attitude, have a different level of time management. If you think that it is something not possible or may not turn out to be possible, I always give out another option to our students to think and then invest their efforts and time and money. So what is the other way out? First, let me tell you another integrated program with CMA and CIMA. Exactly same level, exactly similar exemptions. Whatever knowledge gap, like you said, you may have, you will be covering with CMA. So knowledge gap definitely is going to become 0. Now, next thing, I am not confident today if I will be able to manage so many things together. My work, my job, my BCom, my MCom, my MBA. I really do not know. So give me a way out. Yes, let me tell you a way out. Take one thing at a time. Take one thing at a time. For example, we want to hold 5 bottles in our hand. All right, suppose I want to hold 5 bottles in my hand and play juggling. 5 bottles juggling, oh my, too much. But suppose I want to. What is the first thing I'll do? I'll get all the 5 bottles together in my hand and start throwing it? No. If I'm not confident, I will take one bottle, play with one bottle. If I'm confident and I'm doing good, I will want to add one more bottle in my hand and try to juggle with 2 bottles. 2 bottles or 2 juggling sticks, whatever. And if I'm doing really good, I may want to put one more and see how am I performing now. And if I'm doing really good, maybe one more, maybe one more. But if 2 is what I am not able to handle, there is no question, or I'm not confident, there is no question of going for the third one, because it is not about starting a program. It's about bringing it to a successful conclusion. That's important. We are here to guide you, to mentor you, to give you the best guidance, not just here to get you enrolled for any of these programs, because that is not going to make us successful. That is not what we want you to be doing. So we will tell you how you can plan for yourself. The first thing is, think about which one of these you want to go. Let me take you through once again. I will talk about ACCA 5 minutes from now, FRM and CPA 5 minutes from now. All right. But before that, let me tell you, how do you plan? First, one thing at a time. Suppose you want to do these integrated programs, or you are confused, not confident, get into one thing. For example, get into the father of all the courses. I call it not because it's very, because of any reason other than the knowledge, the overall 360-degree knowledge that it gives in the shortest possible time. The 360-degree knowledge that it gives, including the knowledge that you require for ACCA, for CIMA, for FRM, for CFA, including for everything. The amount of knowledge that it gives, it is very comprehensive, very detailed, and very exciting syllabus. So tomorrow you want to start any of the professional courses, you want to add CPA to your profile, you will realize that CMA has actually given you an excellent background knowledge, excellent basic start. You will be enjoying the knowledge that you have acquired here to pursue further professional courses. Take it in writing from me, and you will appreciate it when you go an extra mile in any of the professional courses. Because if you are from commerce, you are going to come across financial statement analysis. You are going to come across capital budgeting. You are going to come across capital structure. You are going to come across topics like these: capital budgeting, capital structure, financial statement analysis. You are going to come across IFRS. You are going to come across US GAAP. So all these you are going to study in every professional course in the world of commerce, in the world of finance. So CMA has all these in common. Why do I always tell everybody to begin their professional journey with CMA? Is only one reason: the time and the investment. Time and the investment. Now I'll tell you many failure stories. Why most people become failure when they choose professional courses. Why many people become failure. The importance is lack of awareness. They do not know about things and they jump into it without much awareness. They don't do the proper research. They just jump in, that's it, thinking that I will pay the fees and I will succeed. No way. Now, I can tell you many students' history, a story who came to me, who talked to me, who interacted to me, and I gave them an advice: do not pursue this. Do not pursue this. Even though we provide most of these courses, I told them, do not join us or do not join these courses. You will say, you lost a student. Of course, we lost a student, but that does not make a difference to us. All our batches run full. What makes a difference to us is that you should succeed eventually in your aspiration, in your ambition. For example, one student came to me. He was a 32 years old student and he said, I want to join for CA inter classes. Fine. Now, a 32 years old student, he wants to join a CA inter class. Should I take the admission? And he particularly wanted to meet me. So he said, can I meet, sir? I want to talk to him. I want to get some advice from him. And then this is what I want to do. What do you think? Should I advise him? And he's married. He's married with 2 children. He's married with 2 children. Should I advise him? Come on. Yes. Jump in, pay the fees and join. Answer is, will he be able to complete it? In my opinion, I don't think so. I may be wrong, which is okay. But on an average perception, I find it very challenging. Because at 32, if he's starting, 32 plus 5 to 8 years, approximately he'll become 40 years old by the time he's completed his CA. And he has married and he has 2 children and he has a car. So he cannot quit his job. He cannot quit his job. Who will take care of the wife and the children and the car? And can he do articleship? Can he do articleship for 3 years with paid salary of 5 to 10K? 5 to 10K salary, 3 years articleship. Can he do that in 5 to 10K? Can he take care of his wife and 2 children? Answer is, forget wife, 2 children also is not possible. Forget wife and children. He himself is not possible. He himself is not possible. Suppose on that day I was not available in office to give him a guidance and he joined. Then what? He would have passed all the exams? Answer is, he cannot pursue this. After 3 months, he will realize he has taken a bad decision. Money is gone, time is gone, motivation is gone, efforts are gone. So point here is that you should be aware of what you are jumping in. I recommend CMA only because of 2 reasons. One is it takes a least possible time and it takes the least amount of investment. Why? Because none of you have been exposed. I'm presuming this. None of you must have been exposed to any professional courses, particularly international professional courses. International professional courses, none of you may have been exposed to. Now, first time when you are jumping, should I recommend you jump to the most expensive course or jump to a course where success is going to come after 3 years? Should I recommend something like that? Can I recommend jump to CIMA, jump to CFA and wait for 3 years for success to come, or put in so much money today and then wait for it? I think I am not giving you a best guide, being a best guide here, because it's going to pump in. For example, for CPA, you are going to pump in a lot of money today. And then for CFA, similarly for CPA also, it's going to be expensive. Even though time is a little lesser, it's going to be expensive and you have not experienced. So first thing I always recommend is start with a small course, which is going to take least investment compared to all the other professional courses. Complete this course, feel excited about it, feel confident. You have already gained all the knowledge that is important to pursue ACCA, to pursue CFA, to pursue FRM, to pursue CPA, to pursue CIMA. You have not wasted your knowledge at all. All that you have learned will be used in all these professional courses. Later, you feel confident, you have got one success. Use this success to grow in your corporate journey. Grow first in your corporate journey. Fix the problem of not having the right growth in your job. Fix that problem right today. Once you have fixed that problem, you have time to invest. You have money to invest. You have motivation to support your next step. Remember, motivation is the best driving force. Today morning, I was talking to one student. He was like, sir, I am not getting time to study. I said, everyone has the same time. You do not have the right motivation to study. Not that you don't have time to study. You do not have the right motivation to study, because he told me, I work 5 days a week. You are working 5 days a week. You are not getting time to study. How on earth is it going to be possible? 5 days a week and not getting time. You have entire Saturday, entire Sunday, but your priority is not you. Your priority is not your life. Your priority is not what you want to do. Your priority is something else today. That's why you are not getting time. Otherwise, each one of us have the same time every day. Right? So coming back to this, let me spend time about ACCA. Let me spend time about CFA. So bottom line is, beginning I have told you, ending I cannot tell you. Ending I cannot tell you, because ending, sky is the limit. You want to grow further in life, you can keep working hard, keep growing faster. Remember, professional courses has the authority to make your career not grow like this, but grow like this. It makes your growth much more sharper. All right. Simple example I will give. Student, today morning I was talking, I'm not naming the student. Today morning I was talking. The student is a BCom student working for an MNC, taking a salary of approximately 45K per month. So he said per month. I asked him because I can't motivate you in the air. I need to understand what is your present situation, and then I can tell you what. So it's approximately 5.4 LPA, and he has 6 years of work experience. So he has been working for the past 6 years. All right, he's been working for the past 6 years. Now I will tell you, one of our students, BCom, and he passed CMA and he got placed, and his salary is 4.2 LPA. Very basic salary, average. His salary is 4.2 LPA as a fresher. Now, a BCom working in an MNC with 6 years of work experience, and a BCom got a CMA, and a fresher getting a salary of 4.2 LPA. You answer me, which is better in your eyes, A or B? A or B? Which do you think is a better option, A or B? And you will know the answer. You may say this guy is earning more salary. Of course, but he's put 6 years of efforts to reach that salary. This guy is a fresher, just a fresher. First job he joined, and 4.2 LPA. There is another student whose salary is higher, much higher than 4.2. I am taking a very low. This is the lowest salary that I know. All the others are much higher, but I'm not comparing the higher salary. Of course, there is higher than this also. There's a fresher got placed at higher than 5.4, but I'm not taking that salary. I'm taking the lower salary. Still, this guy is better. And this guy is telling me, sir, I'm not getting time to study. What do I tell him? I didn't have to tell him anything. I said, you don't look at this as a priority in life, and that's why you are not getting time. Anyways, so he needed some motivation to get started. Anyways, coming back to this, let me tell you again. ACCA standalone, 3 years. It will take 14. It has 14 papers. Let me talk about each of these courses. Number of papers. In case I'm missing out any question, please put it again. Number of papers are 13 papers here. If you are going through exemption route, you will be getting 9 paper exemption. You will write 4 papers. CFA, there are 3 levels. 3 levels. All right, exam happens for level 1, level 2 exam happens twice a year. For level 3 exam happens once a year. For now the exam is happening twice for level 2. Earlier it was happening once a year. The total registration fees, membership fees, entrance fees, all that taken together is going to be approximately, if I add it right, approximately around 2 lakh. Around 2 lakh will be your registration, membership fees and entrance fees plus your coaching fees. That will be your total investment to do CFA. All right. Approximately it will take 3 to 4 years. 3 to 4 years to complete, and average investment for CFA is around 4 lakhs. Around 3 to 4 lakhs, I can say. 3 is a very low number, but 3 to 4 lakh is the average investment for CFA. FRM average investment will be around 2 to 2.5 lakhs. 2 to 2.5 lakh, because exam fees is very expensive. Coaching is also almost similar to other courses, but exam fees is a little expensive. It is going to be approximately 2 lakh to 2.5 lakh. Let's say 2.5 or 2 lakhs. This is going to be the cost. CPA has 4 papers. So CPA has 4 papers. If you really want to pursue CPA or ACCA, let me talk about these two. If you really want to pursue CPA, the bestest route to join CPA is CMA. The bestest. Sir, there is no word called bestest. I know, but still I want to emphasize on that word. The best route is CMA for CPA. Why? Because 40% syllabus of CPA is covered in CMA. So in CPA, you have 4 papers: FAR, you have BC, you have REG, and you have AUD. Entire FAR paper, almost 75 to 80% of FAR paper is the same in CMA. Almost 50%, 50 to 60% of BC is covered in CMA. Entire regulation is going to be brand new in CPA. Almost 10% of audit is covered in CMA. 10% of audit is covered in CMA. Only one brand new paper you will be having is regulation. All right. Entire paper is going to be new for you. Otherwise, FAR is almost covered. BC is almost covered. Audit, you can say 10% is almost very negligible. So whatever is the syllabus in CMA, the entire syllabus is also there in CPA. The entire syllabus is there. So it's a very good combination to pursue CPA after CMA, because here you are going to invest lesser money, lesser time, lesser efforts, and once you pass, natural transition is going to be CPA. Natural transition is going to be CPA. Just that in CPA, the amount of investment is much higher. The amount of time required is much higher comparatively. So that's a common thing. And you will see most of the students, going to CPA from the CMA route. You will find most of the students doing this. Next one. ACCA after CMA. Let me talk about ACCA after CMA. I think I mentioned about it. There are 5 papers of ACCA. There are 5 papers of ACCA which are covered in CMA. So if you want to do ACCA, you will be covering these 5 papers in CMA only. Not just that, you are going to get more exemptions in CMA if you are going in ACCA, if you are going through the CMA route. And in case you are opting for an integrated program with North Star, you will be getting 9 paper exemptions in ACCA. So you will be having to write just 4 more papers. Imagine you are writing 13 papers in ACCA. With North Star, you are writing your BCom or MCom, graduate or postgraduate, undergraduate or postgraduate, plus 2 papers of CMA and 4 papers of ACCA. So here you are writing just 6 papers. Instead of these 13 papers, you're just writing 6 papers. And this integrated program is through Jane Online. So you do not have to travel anywhere. The exams, the classes, everything will happen on a Saturday, Sunday. It will be online. Entire exam will also be online. So do you need to travel anywhere to write the exam? Answer is no. The entire exam is going to be online. So you can go through integrated program in case you wish. In case you don't wish, you can go through a regular journey also, which will not create any challenge, because like I said, 5 papers of ACCA are covered in CMA as well. So knowledge gap is never going to happen. All right. So that's also a very excellent journey. FRM and CFA, you can look forward to it as well. FRM is a little more focused course into risk management. CFA is a little broader course into entire world of finance. But if you want to pursue CFA particularly, my advice is first understand the basic eligibility for it. The basic eligibility for CFA is that you should be a graduate. You should be a graduate. This is the same eligibility for CPA as well. You should be a graduate here as well. If you are not a graduate, you cannot pursue CFA. You cannot pursue CPA. I see a lot of students inquiring for CFA when they are in the 2nd year of graduation or in the 1st year of graduation, where they do not know the basic eligibility also. They do not know, because again, these informations are not so available easily, or maybe people don't do so aggressive research, and they want to join for CFA without knowing that they are not eligible for it. I see a lot of students inquiring in the 1st year for CPA. Sir, I want to join CPA. Sir, I'm in the 1st year of graduation. 1st year of graduation, how will you join CPA? And you need to be graduate. The next thing that I tell them is CPA is going to require 3 to 5 lakhs of investment. Oh my God, so much money I don't have. You wanted to join CPA just now, and you don't know about this. It's okay. And that's why we are here to give you a perfect guidance of how much it is going to take. Some of you will say, sir, why 3 lakh and 3 to 5 lakh? Why such a big range? Because if you are not able to pass even one paper, the entire examination fees has to be paid. Again, the entire notice to schedule, which we call NTS fees has to be paid again. And that is going to be a big amount. Plus, if you want to write exam in India, it is going to be expensive by approximately 1,10,000. All right. So if you want to write exam in India, additional India exam fees comes to around 1,10,000. So that makes the entire fees much more expensive. Compared to all this, like I said, CMA takes lesser time and it takes the least amount of investment, approximately 1.5 lakh after all our discounts that we can offer. Approximately. Is it the exact figure? Answer is no. This is not the exact figure. It depends upon whether you are a student, or whether you are a professional. Is it after all the discount that we are offering today? Answer is yes. It is after all the discount that we are offering today. If we don't offer any of these discounts, this total fees is going to be 2.7 lakhs. It's going to become 2.7 lakhs. But through being an approved learning partner, through tie-ups with IMA, through tie-ups with our content provider GLIME, we get certain discounts and scholarship that we pass on to our student, making the entire course much more affordable. Sir, is there any scholarships or is there any discounts for ACCA, for CMA, for FRM, for CFA, for CPA, for CIMA? Answer is unfortunately no. There is no such crazy bulk discounts for any of these courses, neither from the professional body nor from any other provider. So unfortunately, the discount options are not there in those professional courses, making them really expensive. I'll stop for 2 minutes and I will take questions now. In case you have questions about anything that I have missed out in any of the professional courses, I am willing to take questions. Please go ahead with your questions and enjoy coffee. You can join the WhatsApp group because we will give out an integrated course brochures which will have complete information about this integrated program. We'll also give out to you a complete guide to CMA. Does CMA require a graduation degree? Answer is no, it does not require a graduation degree. You can pursue immediately after your class 12. You can pursue it immediately after your class 12. That's a question from Mahir. Do you want me to take you in depth in any of the courses that we have discussed today? Please let me know any of the courses that we have discussed today. Do you want me to take you in depth in any of those courses? Will there be any difference in salary for an ACCA 13 passed out or ACCA 4 paper? In my opinion, if you are coming from CMA route, it will not be any different at all. In fact, you will have much more confidence and much more knowledge. So in my opinion, no, as long as you are able to substantiate your knowledge. Yes, sir, CMA USA. Okay. What is your opinion about CA after engineering? It depends upon your knowledge, Nakshit. It depends upon your age. It depends upon your age. What age are you currently in? And you should know that CA is going to take this many years. If you are willing to invest that much time, you are welcome to go for CA as well. It's an amazing course, but it depends upon how much time you are willing to invest. CMA USA. Okay. So anything else? Please tell more about CMA USA. All right. Will there be any placement cells that helps in fresher experienced candidates, especially? Answer is of course yes. We have a placement. We have a placement cell which is going to help you with placement after you have completed the program. CMA requires 2 years of work experience, whether North Star Academy guide placing MNCs. Of course, yes, we do. Is CMA equivalent to master's degree? Answer is no. CMA is not equivalent to master's degree. Sir, if doing CMA after BCom, is there any exception? CMA has 2 papers. It has 2 parts. And in 2 parts, what exemptions should be there? It's just 2 parts. So should there be an exemption? Answer is I don't think so. It's just 2 parts. I don't think it requires exemption for 2 parts. Sir, if doing CMA after BCom, any exceptions are there? No. What is the best professional course to enter into investment banking? We have a lot of students working in investment banking through CMA. If you want, what is the best course for investment banking? MBA Finance. MBA Finance from top prestigious college. That is the best, because you asked me the best. So that's why I'm telling you the best. MBA Finance from topmost prestigious college, particularly IIMs, is the best to enter investment banking. Sir, as getting to CMA after 2 years of work experience, my question is, how do you place without any degree? Of course, you cannot be placed without any degree. If you are an undergraduate, once you pass CMA, you start working as an intern. You join internship programs. All right. You join internship program. And during that internship program, you get the basic work experience. So with that basic work experience, you can be placed after you have completed the graduation. Without completing the graduation, you cannot get into a full-time job. You have to go for internship. Which university tie up on CMA USA? We don't work on university tie-ups. We work directly with the thousands and thousands of students. We are currently connected with currently present in 34 plus countries. Till last year we were in 30 countries. Today we are in 34 countries. So we have a digital presence in 34 plus countries today, and it is only growing. We have students, when we attend our international batch, you will find students from every part of the world as long as they speak English. You'll find students from countries that you have not heard of also. Like, have you heard of a country called Dibjyoti? Which continent does it fall in? Anyone who knows which continent this country falls in? I know some of you will jump in and say, if we don't know the continent, guess Africa. Guess Africa. So yeah, and it's cool. It's right actually. It's right actually. So even I didn't know. When the student said I'm from this country, I'm like, where does this country fall? So I felt a little embarrassed, but I did a research to find out where does this country fall. So we have students from countries that I had never heard. We have students from countries where internet is always a problem, where internet is a major problem. So this guy travels very far just to attend classes, because otherwise internet is not available in that city. And so I'm forgetting the name. Which country is this guy from? Padma, can you help me? Which country this guy is from in Africa again? Can I do CMA along with time job? Is there recorded classes? Answer is yes. There are self-learning classes as well in India. How much job are in India for CMA USA? Unfortunately, I have not counted it to tell you an exact number of jobs, but there are quite a lot of them to accommodate you. Sir, can we take coaching first for CMA USA, and before a month of exam, can we register for the course? Because as the registration is valid for 1 month, 1 year, answer is yes, you can definitely do that. You can definitely do that. Egypt, Jordan, and South Africa, yes. There is one country I'm forgetting in Africa where we are finding it very difficult. I'm not able to name, but yes, we have students from Egypt, we have students from Jordan, we have students from South Africa, we have students from Oman, Qatar, Kuwait, US, we have students from England, we have students from Ireland. So we have students from many different parts of the world, and you'll meet all of them. You'll meet all of them. Validity of the professional membership, it is 1 year. 1 year, and before that you are going to clear the exam. Before that you are going to clear the exam. All right. Let me take you through the salary and the fees. So if I want to take you through the salary, what I can do is I can take you through the, I cannot tell you my salary. So I will tell you the IMA Middle East, Africa and India survey. This is a document that I can take you through. So this is a salary survey that is done for CMA. So it is not done by us, it is done by IMA. All right, IMA is a professional body which provides the CMA USA course certification. So you can go through this document for, particularly, like I said, it is for India, Africa and Middle East. So if you look at the global salary level of a CMA, it is comparatively very promising. It's comparatively very promising. So total compensation by gender and age across the world, when it is taken, particularly in these 3 regions, this is the average starting salary of a man, and for a woman, this is for some reason women earns more than men. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. At least in 20 to 29 years age, women's salary is more. These are all in dollar terms. These are all in dollar terms. All right. So grow, the older, the more experience that you grow, the salary also keeps growing here. So this is an average salary. All these are in dollars. So is it a good, promising salary? Answer is, of course, yes. It's a very promising salary. So again, bachelor's degree, and let me take you to one more survey, particularly done for India. This is for India. So these are some of the student survey that has happened, and they have, this is the average mean salary of an Indian student. All right, so if you are a CMA, the salary is much more promising. This is not, the entire survey is not done by us. This entire survey is done by IMA, all right, which is the Institute of Management Accountants. Again, the survey in Egypt, the survey in other Middle East countries. So it's a very, very strong survey done at a global level. This document is also available in IMA website as well. About the entire program fees, let me take you through, because many of the students were asking in-depth information about CMA. So let me take you through the CMA program particularly. Like I said, it is a two-part exam, part 1 and part 2. All right, part 1 has exam has 100 MCQ questions, so there is no memory that you need to do, no memorizing at all. It's completely conceptual exam. 100 MCQ questions will be there, and 2 case studies scenario will be there. The entire syllabus is financial reporting, internal controls, technology and analytics are also part of the syllabus. Very, very important, very beautiful syllabus. You have planning, you have budgeting, you have forecasting, cost management, performance management. All these syllabus are very dynamic. No matter which professional course in the world of finance and management accounting you go, you will find these areas to be covered in that as well. Professional ethics are there, very easy topic. Investment decision, very amazing topic. Risk management, decision analysis, corporate finance, financial statement analysis. The entire part 2 is, if you want to do CPA, if you want to do CFA, if you want to do FRM, all these, entire part 2 is strategic financial management. So you get an excellent knowledge in the world of finance from your entire part 2. This is again a 4-hour exam, 100 MCQ and 2 case study scenario. All right, we will share this document in the group that you have joined, WhatsApp group that you have joined. So the exam windows are January to February, so you can write exam on any day in the month of January, February, in the month of September, October, or in the month of May and June. So any of these 3 exam windows, you can write the exam. You want to write exam in January or February, any day of your choice, you can write the exam, because all foreign exam, most of the foreign exams are on-demand exam. These are called on-demand exam. So these are computer-based exam. All these are computer-based exam. You can write the exam on any day of your choice. Even CPA also, you can write any day of your choice, any time of your choice between the slots, morning, afternoon, evening slot, you can write the exam. So how many times you can write the exam in a year? 2 times, just 2 times. One time you write for part 1, one time you write for part 2. Please write only 2 times, because I will ensure that you succeed in just 2 times. One time for part 1, one time for part 2. All right, but if you are asking how many times exam happens, like I said, January, February, September, October, and May, June. These are the 3 exam windows that you can write. You can write the exam in January also, in February also, if you want to write both the exams together, both the parts together. So this is about your fees. Sorry, this is about your exam. Your passing marks is 360 marks out of 500, and there is no negative marking. There is no negative marking. You need to get 360 out of 500 to be declared pass. On an average, passing percentage is approximately 45% for CMA. All right, it is 45% for CMA. This is as per 2020 first quarter result dates. What is the total cost of becoming CMA? The total cost of becoming CMA includes your membership fees, your entrance fees, and your exam fees. All right, so it includes 3 fees: membership fees, entrance fees, and exam fees. So total fees, if you can see, it is $849 and $1,325. How many times you can write the exam? As many times as you want, but like I said, Harshita, you can write the exam as many times as you want in a year. In simple words, in each window you can write the exam once. So 3 windows are there, 3 times you can write the exam. All right. So 3 windows are there, 3 times you can write the exam. So there are 2 fees. One is student, one is professional. Student means all those who are pursuing a UG program, a PG program, or NSA integrated program. All right, you are already actively pursuing an undergraduate program, any undergraduate program, or any PG program, or any NSA integrated programs like BBA, BCom, MCom, MBA. All right, any of these programs if you are undergoing, then you will come as a student. You will come as a under the student category. But if you are not pursuing any of these programs, you come under the professional category. This fees is not our fees. This fees is paid to IMA. This fees is paid to IMA, not to us. Of course, it is paid through us, right? So, but like I said, the fees, we are going to make it very discounted today. For a student, the fees is $849, and for a professional, don't worry, I'm going to make this fees much more lower and much more affordable for you. So this is $1,325 for a student. What we do is we add 2 years more membership. We add 2 years more membership because they have college, they have assignment, they have something or the other keeps happening. So we add 2 years more membership. 39 into 2 becomes 78. So this is what we add, so that in case they are not able to write the exam in the first year, they can write the exam in the second year. All right, because college fest, so many things happen. That's why we enable a student like this. So this is the IMA fees. This is the IMA fees that you have to pay. In addition to the IMA fees, there is something that you need to pay, which is towards the GLIME books. All right, towards the GLIME books. So you need to pay towards the books and software that comes directly from the US. All right, so this GLIME book is the most premium book when it comes to the CMA. This was the first publisher which published the book for CMA sometime in the early 90s, not 90s, sometime in the early 80s that it had published. So it has a 40 years experience with CMA curriculum. Very dynamic book, amazing book along with the software. So you can buy it on your own also, and it is going to cost you $999 here. It's going to cost excuse me. It's going to cost $999. So these two are the investment that you do for CMA. But like I said, I'm going to make it much simpler for you. It is 1926, and so it is $2,324. If I convert into INR, 76 rupees per dollar. If I convert into INR, it becomes 1,76,624, and it becomes 1,46,376. All right, this is the total fees. The last fees is the NSA fees, North Star training fees. This fees includes training, a comprehensive training, because we will provide you 100% coverage of the syllabus. It provides for GST, it provides for NSA books, it provides for NSA mobile application. So you will get entire content on your mobile application as well. So NSA mobile application, it provides for anything and everything. NSA question bank, test paper, mock papers, mock test. So it includes all this. For all this, North Star charges 49,900 as NSA fees. 49,900 for NSA fees for both parts, for 2 parts. All right, for 2 parts. Both parts, part 1 and part 2. It includes entire training. It includes everything on earth. So total cost becomes 1,46,000 plus 49,900. It becomes 1,96,276. This much money you pay to IMA and GLAM, and this much money you pay to us for our training fees. and here it becomes 1,76,624 plus 49,900. It becomes 2,26,524. All right, but like I said, I'm going to make it much more affordable for you. I want you to focus on this number, not on this number. And today, if any student who's joining through this webinar, the total fees for a student category is going to be 1,26,900. For a student category, the total fees is going to be this, not this. So we are, instead of 1,96,000, it is going to be 1,26,900 if you are joining the next upcoming batch. Here also, the total fees is going to be 1,49,900. This is going to be the total fees, not this fees for this webinar students. All right. So if you look at this, only IMA fees 1325 multiplied by 76, when you do, only IMA fees becomes 1,07,000. Only IMA fees. Only GLIME fees becomes 75,924. Only these two fees becomes 1,76,624. Only these two fees. Only IMA fees and only GLIME will become 1,70,000. But through us, it is not 1,76,000, it is 1,49,000. Similarly, only IMA fees is $927 and this. So these two only becomes 1,46,376. Only this fees, not our coaching fees. But through us, it is lesser than this fees. It is 1,26,900. All right. Now, GLIME, like I said, you can buy GLIME directly on GLIME website, or you can buy it through us. It is definitely going to become cheaper if you are buying, if you are going through our conference. These are all as a package that we offer. IMA fees, GLIME fees, training fees, everything together as a package that we offer, making it much more affordable for our student to pursue these programs. All right. So if you go directly to IMA, you pay this fees, 1,325. If you go directly, you pay $927 directly. But through us, we get bulk offers, bulk discounts. We pass on all such discounts to our students to make the entire program much more affordable to our students. All right. So this is about it for today in this webinar. If you want to know who your trainer would be, you can go to website. You can go to website and just type. You can just go to Google and type M Irfat, and you will know who I am. So just type my name, M Irfat, and you will know who I am. You can read about me. I teach not just CA final students, but also CMA, CPA, ACCA, CPA. But only the finance subjects, finance and management accounting subjects for it. All right. So these are the subjects that I teach. Only finance and management accounting papers I teach. The other papers are taken care by other faculties. So you can go through my reviews. You can look for it, and you can understand who's going to teach you. I have been training students for over 2 decades now. I've trained 15,000 plus students in my long teaching career. So when is the next batch starting? So there are 2 batches, Padma. The next batch is starting on December 1st. There's the next batch starting from December 1st. All right, December 1st. Do you have to pay the entire fees? Answer is no. You just need to pay North Star application fees. You just need to pay North Star application fees. All right. So application fees is 10,000 in INR, and remaining fees can be converted into a no-cost EMI. A no-cost EMI. You don't need to pay the entire fees. It can be converted into a no-cost EMI. There is no interest charges on it. There is no interest on this EMI. You can convert into an EMI without any interest. It just comes up with a one-time one-time processing fees. It just comes up with one-time processing fee, all right, of 2,500. That's all is the a one-time processing fees. Otherwise, it's a, and there is no interest on it. This is the first batch, December 1st batch. If you are joining a December 1st batch, in addition to this, you will get a complimentary offer for formula book that we are offering. So you will not be paying anything additional for formula book, plus a very, very important case study book. So there's a case study book which we have launched for two parts, part 1 and part 2. There's a case study book for part 1 and part 2 worth 15,000 rupees. So you will be saving this entire 15,000 rupees, and you will get both parts book for free along with this webinar. All right, all that you have to do is make an application fees, and that's it. And you can join the starting batch on 1st December, and there is another batch coming on in January. So that batch also you can look forward to. All right, so that's all I have today for you in this webinar. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got the right information. How do you plan yourself? How do you plan your career? What is things that you should look at doing right? What is things that you should be aware of before jumping into any professional course? Since you wanted about CMA USA particularly, I was able to just cover one professional course in this webinar. So, did you guys have fun? Can I have a yes or no, guys, if you had fun? If you got every information that you are looking at, in case I have missed out anything, please join the WhatsApp group. Please join the WhatsApp group, and you will be getting complete information there. We will be sharing this document. We'll be sharing this document. Whatever we have shared with you here, we'll be sharing this document. Very, very exciting piece of document. It's a CMA exam guide. It's a CMA exam guide. You can also follow me on LinkedIn. You can also connect to me on LinkedIn. You can connect to us on Instagram, because we put a lot of very important learning content on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook. So you can connect to us on LinkedIn. If you want to connect to me, LinkedIn is the best platform. Instagram is not a very good platform to connect to me, but LinkedIn is a very, very good platform to connect to me. If you want to remain connected to North Star about upcoming webinars, because we conduct a lot of webinars. For example, we conducted webinar on calculator shortcut for finance professionals. So it was a very amazing webinar. There were thousands of participants in that webinar. Very exciting webinar it was. And I taught many calculator shortcuts, what you would want to learn. And all these are for free. You keep learning, you keep growing, you keep enjoying. All right. So that's it from me today in this webinar. Please join the WhatsApp group so that you can be shared with these documents right today. Thank you so much for this very patient listening. It was very exciting to have all of you. We'll connect again in some other webinar. Till then, bye-bye. Take care and have a great day ahead. Thank you so much.